Okay, did you guys grab a belt? Sorry. I I don't know. You probably won't need it, but you guys are pretty flexy, but it's does she have one? Yes. Awesome. Well, should we get started? So just find a nice seat. If it's hard for you to sit cross-legged, I like to sit on a blanket so that you feel like your back's nice and tall. There's a Yeah. And then it's not that hard for you to sit for a few minutes. So this week is Thanksgiving, my theme for class is gratitude, right? It always has to be on Thanksgiving week because gratitude is it's like an energy. When you tap into feeling grateful and being thankful, you feel this warm energy that travels throughout your body, which is kind of cool. So let's just try it for a few moments. So please close your eyes. Just find your breath this morning, just following it as it moves in and out. Just check in with your body. And then you to turn your thoughts to things that are in your life right now that you're truly thankful for. It can be anything. And then turn your thoughts to your physical body and be grateful for all the things that it does for you. Allows you to travel in this earth, what it allows you to do. Be thankful for that. And now feel your body again. And feel that energy of gratitude that you've created. And please bring hands to heart center. May we all feel the grace and the beauty that surrounds us every day if we're just looking for it. And please lower your hands, open your eyes. And staying where you are, just stretch your legs out wide and long. And again, I want you to be able to sit up tall. So sometimes I have to kind of inner spiral my legs, like I call this your butt leg, pull up on that and push down on the inside so that you can, now if it's, yeah, stay on the blanket if it's still tight on the back of your hamstrings. And then just bring your hands here and sit up nice and tall. And then on your next inhale, stretch your arms up. So feel from your sits bones through the top of your head, a long spine. That's what I want you to feel. Good. And then on your next exhale, bring your right hand to the side and just kind of arc towards that hand. And maybe even turn your heart up towards the ceiling a little bit. And then bring that left hand down to the inside of your right leg. Just kind of shift so you're twisting over that leg and maybe fold a little bit. So you're just folding right at the hip crease. The left leg stays grounded. Just warming up here. Press your heels down if you'd like. Kind of intensifies things, but it feels good. And then on your next inhale, stretch your arms up again. Feel that length. And then arc the other way. Checking in, you always want to think long spine first. And then once you have the space between your vertebrae, then you can arc a little bit, just where it feels like a good stretch. Maybe turn your heart upward a little bit. And then bringing the right hand to the middle. Now turning so your belly and chest are over that leg and fold a little bit. Try and bend just right at the hip crease, not rounding your low back. Good, and then sweep your arms up again on the inhale. Feel nice and tall first, and then bring your hands down and maybe spider walk your fingers forward if that feels good. Keep pressing your heels down. Get a nice stretch going there. And then come on up. You don't want to go too deep. So really bring your legs together and just slide your blanket out of the way. And then step your hands back behind you and bend your knees so your feet are flat. Your hands can be either wider than shoulder width, fingers turned out, and think long side body. I'm gonna just broaden my clavicles and lift my heart up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, get a nice stretch in your back, upper back. Good. And then reach your hands underneath your knees and just lengthen your spine again. Maybe lean back, maybe lift the heels, maybe lift the shins. Good job, you guys. You can let go if you're feeling strong. And come on down. Give your knees a hug while I turn on some music. And then go ahead and scooch forward enough you can lay down. And interlace your hands behind your right thigh. So you have to lift that leg up. Good. And then stretch that leg straight, pressing your thigh into your hands. And flex and point a few times. And then bend that knee, bring the ankle across the thigh. Think of neutral spine, so you still have a little curve in your low back. Maybe you can lift your left foot up and interlace. Don't do it if you're rounding the back and you can't lay down. Just trying to get a little bit of a hip opening. Good, good. And then Release and switch now. So right foot's flat, interlace behind the left leg. Stretch the leg straight, flex and point a few times. Pressing leg into thigh or into hand. Good. And then ankle across thigh. Feel your hip for a moment. Maybe interlace. Feels good. Good. And then unwind and just hug both of your knees in. And let your feet come away from you a little bit. So your feet and knees. Bring your arms to a cactus position or T so that you feel grounded through your shoulder blades. Flex your feet, squeeze your knees together, and just kind of roll to your right hip, but just far enough that you can maintain that left shoulder down and hover there for a moment, feeling a nice neutral spine position, and then come back through center. Squeezing the feet and legs together, go to the left side, hovering where it feels like a good stretch. Good challenge, keeping the right shoulder down. Come back up one more time to the right. And up and over to the left, just to a place where you can maintain it, hold it strong, and come back to center. Good. I should have had you bring your feet down and see if you can locate your belt. And then everybody roll to the middle so you can kind of see me. And I'm going to have you come up on your forearm, whichever, and then bring the belt around your right or your top foot, not necessarily right. There we go. And try not, so when you're in this position, try not to let your ribs sag down. I want you to stay up and then hug that knee a little closer and straighten the leg up towards the ceiling. And if you want, if you can feel stable, stretch that other leg straight. Don't let your ribs collapse there. Just feel a big stretch. Good. Now bend the knee. Bring that, you can slide the belt off. Bring that foot to the inner thigh of your bottom leg. Press down and feel that connection and how that helps your spine lengthen. And then just stretch that top arm up. Yeah, just remind you of a pose, tree pose. So you're all the way on your left hip. Good. And then relax down. And I'm going to have you turn the other way so that you do it on the other side. Now you kind of know where we're going. It's a little easier. So top foot gets the belt. Just set up first. Bend that knee in. Draw your ribs up. Maybe straighten the bottom leg and the top leg. Lengthen your spine all the way through the top of the head. Good. And then bending the knee. Bring the foot to the inner thigh. You can lose the belt and just firmly press it so you feel like foot bone and leg bone are connected. And just feel how that helps you to keep your spine connected. And then maybe extend the other arm and over. Good job. One more breath. And release. Good. Come on up to hands and knees. So I'm going to have you face forward so you can do that. And your wrist should be right under your shoulders, knees right under hips. And then just move through some cow. So it's like you're arcing your back. And then press into your hands and knees around your back. Really puff up to cat. And then using your breath, inhale, come back to cow. And exhale, round to cat. Just keep going like that, just feeling it out. I like to think to myself, I'm moving one vertebra at a time, just staying really connected, not letting my low ribs fly apart, but staying connected in my core, but really trying to get a good stretch in all those back muscles. All around the core, really. Good, and then pause and try to find a flat back and extend just the right leg. Now, when you do this, I want your hips to stay square to the floor. Feel like you're lifting from the meat of your hamstrings there. Good, and then bend the knee. Still keeping square, flex the foot. And then keeping a long and strong spine, just start pulsing up and down with that right foot. Squeezing the glutes, working the hamstrings. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring the knee down. Bring your knees a bit wider. Stretch your toes long and sit back to a child's pose. Get off your hands for a moment. You can come to forearms or stack the hands under your forehead if you'd like. That doesn't work for your knees. You just keep your butt up in the air. Totally fine. Good. And then crawl back up to all fours. Make sure your knees are hip distance. Hands are shoulder distance. I like to spread my hands so I feel connection points everywhere except for right in the middle of the palm. So you're not just dumping right into the base of the wrist, like you're clawing the floor. Then extend the left leg. Feel your rib cage drawing back so you're not just collapsing there. Bend the left knee, flex the foot, and start giving those little pulses. Draw your spine long as you're doing this so you just feel the work in your glutes and hamstrings. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring the knee down. Keeping your toes curled under. Just walk your hands back for a moment. See, maybe you can give yourself a little foot stretch, sit on your heels, maybe you'll stay more here, that's fine. We just keep working on it. Good, I know. And then come on forward to all fours again. And we're gonna do that same thing again, but we might add a little something. So extend the right leg. Make sure you're connected in the core. See if you can feel stable enough. Your toes on that right foot point straight down. Maybe you can add the left arm. Keep thinking, I want to keep a long back of my neck. If your head's heavy, you gotta really extend long. Your head's an extension of your spine. One more breath. And bring it on in. Switch sides, left leg extends. See if you can find enough strength to add the right arm. A lot of core work, whether you realize it or not, but it feels good. Good, bring the hand and the knee down. And then listen carefully. You're gonna swivel your left foot off the mat and then lift that knee up. So your toes kind of point out. And then just move forward and back. Another little hip opener here. A little different configuration. Good. And then bring the knee back beside the other one. Swivel that foot back in and we'll switch sides. So right foot swivels out as the knee lifts. Your toes point to the right. And then just move forward and back as it feels good, like a good stretch. Good. And then coming back in to all fours. Curl the toes. I want you to move your hands forward just slightly. Remember that good hand connection with the floor. Lift your knees just an inch or two. And then think, I'm just going to press my butt up and back to straighten my legs. Downward facing dog. That's it. And the goal is not to get the heels down. The goal is just to feel a nice stretch, but really a lot of muscle energy in the legs. Now, ever so slightly draw your low belly up, lengthen through the top of your head. Good job, you guys. And then come forward to a plank pose. Broaden your clavicles. Really press the floor away. And then lower your knees and lower to the mat. Good. Now stretch your arms in front of you and come up on fingertips. Press the tops of your feet down so you feel your legs engage, and then just lift the right leg and foot up. And then lift your head and shoulders and your left arm. So opposite again, right leg, left arm. Rib cage stays back. And lower. Good. Switch sides. Press both feet down, then lift just the left leg. Lift the head and shoulders and the right arm. You can press the left fingertips down to help you and release. Good, now we're gonna put that all together. So bring your hands by your hips. Press your feet down. Think long side of body, head of the arm bones back. I lift my arms, then I lift my head and my shoulders. And then if it feels like you can, lift both legs and feet. This is called locust pose or shalabhasana. Good, and lower down. Bring your hands by your chest and push all the way back to a child's pose. Thank your body for what it just did. Thank your breath and your heartbeat for helping you recover. And then move forward again. Your hands are slightly in front of your shoulders. Curl the toes. Lift to downward facing dog. If you think, sits bones up and back first, and then draw the low belly up and lengthen your spine and feel connected. Try to keep hollow armpits. That's the. And then just walk your hands one hand width at a time, slowly back to your feet. And you have a pretty good view of your feet at this point. So think to yourself, do I have all parts of my foot connected, especially big toe mound, little toe mound, inside of heel, outside of heel? And then just kind of sway a little bit in a circle and feel all those different muscles and ligaments, keeping weight in all four corners of both feet. Switch directions of your circle. And then pause. And then bring your hands to your hips, lengthen your spine, and come on up to standing. Good job. Step forward a little bit on your mat so you're kind of in the middle of your mat. There we go. Oh, even, yeah, so you're right in the middle. Just check. So I'm going to have you do some fun little things. So I'm just going to have you step your right foot back. So your left knee's above the left ankle and you're up on the ball of your right foot, and then step forward. And then step it back and step it forward. Back and forward. 2 more times. Good. Now step that right foot forward and back and forward and back. Forward. Think to yourself, I want to keep weight in all parts of my right foot as I step it. And 1 more time. Good. Let's go with the left leg. Left foot steps back and forward. And you can do it as far back as you feel comfortable and balanced. 5. Good. Now go forward. I have to lift the heel of my foot as I step forward. 2 more. I think. I'm counting right. Good. Now pause and shift your weight to your right foot. Lift your left heel. And then wherever you can with your arms to help you balance, just lift the left knee up. Flex the foot, it'll help. You have to touch down, so be it. And release. Switch sides. Shift the weight slowly, lift the heel. So you can feel all parts of your right foot engaged. And then lift the knee. and release. Good job, you guys. We're not getting older in this room, are we? Okay, now we're going to do that again, only this time I want you to turn that leg out and do tree pose. Try tree pose again. But notice how you want to keep your hips square to the front. So when your knee turns out, try not to twist. Okay, so standing on your right foot, lift your left heel, turn the knee out, really connect with your core, and then maybe lift the foot below the knee or above the knee. You can always go by a wall too if you want to work on this and maybe extend your arms up if you're feeling it. Remember when we practiced hugging foot bone to leg bone? That helps. There's a lot of breeze in here today, right? Good, and release. But does that help when you really find bone to bone? So just notice that. Switch sides. Turn the leg out wherever you're going. And release. Good job, you guys. Excellent. Now grab your blocks and come to the front of your mat. Bring your blocks on either side. We'll just get a little warmer. So inhale, stretch your arms up and look up. And exhale, hold forward, hands to the blocks. Inhale, step your right foot back to a deep lunge. And when I say all the way back, I want your left knee to approximately be above your left ankle, not in front of it. So don't just kind of dump into it. Just kind of feel like and my hips are square to the front. I'm going to have you do something for me. So look at your right foot. Do you have weight in all 5 toe mounds? And then slowly bend that knee, almost touch it to the ground, and then re-straighten it and think, I really am using that back leg strong to re-straighten, and do that 2 more times. Just feeling all those muscles working. Hips stay square. 1 more time. And then go ahead and lower your knee to the floor. Bring your hands to your front thigh. I want you to feel stable here. So I always have to hug my left heel back and my right knee forward. Draw my low belly up and then stretch your arms up. Anjaneyasana. Monkey lunge pose. Feel that back leg super strong, even though it's connected to the floor. 1 more breath. And please touch down. Good. Inhale, lift the right knee, step forward. Forward fold. And please step your left foot back. Deep lunge. Same thing. See why these arm extenders are kind of nice. So feel that back leg. Almost lower the knee. And then really juice it up, straighten it again. And then do that 2 more times. Just feeling the strength, the hamstrings. 1 more time. And then go ahead and lower the back knee. Hug right heel back, left knee forward, hands come to the thigh. Hips stay square. Maybe stretch your arms up. Every inhale, I like to think I'm drawing in muscle energy. And then every exhale, maybe I can stretch out a little further, move up. One more breath. Wait for your exhale, touch down. Lift the back knee, and this time step back to downward facing dog on your blocks. Step your feet up between the blocks. Just mosey on up slowly. Inhale, pranam. So this is a position where you just lengthen your spine, stretch it out, and then exhale, fold back down. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hands to heart center. Pause there. This is a position that always makes me think of gratitude. Grateful. Your next inhale, stretch out. Exhale, hold. Pranam again. And step your right foot back to that deep lunge position again. And then turn your blocks up to the higher height and just walk them back a little bit, so much so that you can lengthen your spine, but lift your hips up and back and straighten the left leg. See if that works. If it doesn't straighten all the way, no big deal. Hips stay square to the front. Yeah, good, you guys. Now here, bend the back knee a little bit and then re-straighten it, juice it up. And do that 2 more times. Left leg stays straight. Last time, really juice it up. Notice how that leg really helps you in this pose. Hug the feet towards each other. Lengthen your spine. Maybe you can fold a little deeper. Don't do it if it doesn't feel like it's possible. Just bending right at the hip crease. Good. Come back up with long arms. Bend your front knee. Bring your blocks back forward again and step forward. Inhale, pranam. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Good. Let's keep going. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold. Pranam. And fold. Step the left foot back. Now you know where we're going. You can bring those blocks to the higher height, move them back so they're in a good position. Lift the hips up and back, straighten the right leg. I always say if your heel, your knee, and your sits bone are in the same line on both sides, you're aligned correctly. And then just very gently bend the left knee, right knee stays straight, re-straighten 3 times. One side always feels different than the other side too. You can move your blocks back, Marcia. It might work better. There you go. So keep the right knee straight. Just the left knee bends. Really juice it up. Feel your spine lengthen as you juice up that left leg and maybe fold a little deeper. Called parsvakonasana or pyramid pose. Good. Bend your front knee. Bring the blocks back and step back. Downward facing dog. And step your feet up between the blocks. Forward fold. Next, inhale, pranam. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Good. Let's keep going. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold. Pranam and fold. Now listen carefully. I'm going to have you step your left foot back first this time and ground that foot down so it's parallel to the back of your mat. And then keeping the right knee bent, come up to standing. Yeah. Warrior two. So if you can still see your right big toe, you're probably good. Bring your arms out. Okay, now here's the work. Bend your left knee a little bit, that back leg. Think, am I on all parts of that left foot? And then re-straighten it, juice it up. And do that a couple more times if that's helpful. Feeling that back leg is really holding you in this pose, even though your weight is more over the right. Good, and then pause. Feel warrior two. Beautiful. Now just bring your right elbow to your thigh. See if you can still feel that back leg really juiced up. Bring the arm by your ear, palm facing down. Good. Awesome job, you guys. Finding your breath. On your next exhale, touch the left hand down, touch the right hand down, turn the heel up, and step forward. Good job. I think we're going to just step the right foot back, deep lunge, ground it down. Take your time coming up, warrior two. Bend the right knee, re-straighten it. Feel all parts of that leg and foot holding you. Do that a couple more times if that's helpful. Good. Feel the strength of the pose when you have that back foot and leg holding you. Bring your left elbow to the thigh. Stretch the arm up and over. Parsvakonasana. Just check your back leg and foot. Is it still just as juiced up? I don't even need my left arm down if I'm really feeling that because my spine is getting longer. Good. One more breath. And touch the right hand down, touch the left hand down, turn the back heel up, step back to a downward facing dog. And go ahead and lower your knees and take a child's pose. Take a few breaths. And come on up to all fours, swivel your feet to one side, and come back to a seated position. Stretch your feet wide again. Now you can move your blocks out of the way. Huh, feels a little easier, right? At this point. Stretch your arms up. Bring your right hand down and arc. I just want you to feel the freedom in your body. Inhale, come up. Exhale, other side. Inhale, back to center. Both hands on either side. Fold over the left leg. Inhale. Twist and fold over. Other leg. Inhale. And fold forward where you can pause for a moment. And walk your hands back up. Bend your knees, bring the soles of your feet together. And for me, I always feel like, oh, I have to round my low back. So bring your hands behind you and think, I'm just going to lift up a little bit to get truly on my sits bones so I can sit up a little taller. Then maybe bring your hands under your heels, or in my case, my ankles, because I have bad ankles. And think, long, long spine. I'm going to use the strength of my core to maybe work on opening my knees a little bit. I can feel that length. Good job. Relax, bring your knees up. Lean back. Open your heart again. See if it feels a little more open. Good. Bring your hands behind your knees. Lean back, lift the shins. Maybe even extend them all the way. Maybe let go. You can keep your spine nice and long. It feels good. You don't have to. Good. Cross your legs and come on back down. And again, always start with that long spine, connected through the sits bones. And then just twist to your right. Every inhale, I like to think tall spine, connected core. And then on the exhale, twist. And slowly unwind and switch sides. Every inhale, I feel my sit bones, I lengthen up through the top of my head. And then I feel that nice squeeze of my internal organs. And come on back to center. And go ahead and transition to your backs. Turn off the light. And just keeping your knees bent, feet flat. Feel that for a moment. And then bring your knees into your chest. Give them a little hug. And just kind of roll side to side. You can massage your sacrum, your low back. Good. And then bring your feet down, but bring them right to the edge of your sticky mat. So your feet are wide. Bring your arms to cactus or T position. Feet are under knees. And then let both knees move to the right. So your feet are still wide. Your left knee comes towards your right foot. Your right knee just comes off to the side. And then bring the knees up and over to the other side. Right knee comes towards the right or left foot. And just keep going like that, switching sides, just checking in, hips, low back, just kind of releases. Don't force it. It's just kind of a soothing motion. Good. And then next time both knees are up, bring your hands by your hips and stretch your legs up towards the ceiling. Now, if your low back is pressing down, bend your knees a little bit and move the legs away from you slightly. You want that neutral spine. You want your core neutral. And then just together, just make small circles with your feet. If you feel your back moving in any way, don't make as big a circle. You can just make small ones. You can play with bigger circles if that feels like you're not having to adjust your back. You're just using your core. And I'll switch direction with your circles. Good. And pause with the legs up. Bend your knees and bring the arms to the middle, reaching up towards the sky. Bring your knees towards your armpits. Your feet are up towards the ceiling, but your knees are bent. And then either grab the ankles, or if you can, reach in front of your shins to grab the little toe side of your feet. This is called happy baby pose. You can just play here. I like to think of my hands as stoppers, so I press my feet into my hands. And then I can feel my core nice and long. Maybe play a little bit, roll around. Happy baby pose. And then release your feet. And stretch your legs long. Stretch your arms up over your head. And then transition for Shavasana. So bring your arms kind of down by your side, but away from your body a bit. Let your legs just fall open where they want to. This is your final resting pose. So you just find your breath again. And with each exhalation, you allow the earth to hold you, the floor. Every exhale, let go a little bit more. Allow your bones to be very heavy. The earth to cup you in its hands, support you. You don't have to support yourself anymore. and you feel totally relaxed, turn your thoughts something you're grateful for. And then just silently thank whatever it is, if it's your body, your friend, the earth, your pet, whatever it is, just silently thank them. Today, I appreciate all the blessings in my life. I do not take for granted all the wonderful things I have. I feel my gratitude with a humble heart. I appreciate my abundance. I know that as I do so, my abundance will appreciate. May all that I have be used by God to bless others as it blesses me. I am reminded of those who live lives of pain and pray to be useful to heal their suffering. It's from Marianne Williamson's Book of Miracles. Finding your breath. Again, just feel how it's a constant companion, still moving in and out, whether you notice or not, but it's so nice to notice it. And start to move and wiggle in small ways when you're ready. Eventually, drawing your knees in, rolling to the side and pushing on up. Just take your time. Find your nice grounded seat when you're ready. for you newbies to yoga. They say that a 10-minute shavasana where you're really able to relax is almost as good as a 2-hour nap. So worth your time, especially during this time of year. Sometimes 10 minutes is all we get. Please bring hands to heart center. Please know that I'm very grateful for each of you. I love what I do. I'm grateful that I have people that want to practice with me. And I bow to the beautiful light in each of you. Namaste. Thank you guys. Oh, you're welcome.